Oh yeah, I should put chat overlay up in a minute. What's that?
I said I need some coffee. Got a lot of programming to do still tonight. Made a lot of good progress on the game design elements, though. I'm pretty happy with how it's sort of sifting out and the different mechanics and the loops and stuff. I'm really happy with it.
So I can't pull it up or anything and play it right now, could I?
You could pull up the spreadsheet that I put together that has all of my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be. I don't know. It's pretty detailed, but I haven't released the binaries yet.
The one was it the one guy in our meeting was saying that he had pulled up the game and was walking around. So.
Yep.
Sure. Okay. I already got pajamas on.
So it is downloadable.
The first version, which I put out there like 7 or 8 days ago, all it shows is going into a world and you can just walk around a 3D world. That's it.
Okay.
None of the mechanics. The current version sets up a wallet, allows you to buy a piece of land, and you can then enter the zone and exit the zone through the portal and stuff like that. So I want to add a little bit of combat stuff still, just so I can demonstrate that. Get some feedback on that. That's what I'm working on tonight.
Sheriff 1980's in the house. Dayless in the house. The crew is showing up. Getting it going. Just chatting, waiting for some people to show up. So, all right, let's get this show rolling.
Light the candle.
Light the candle. Everybody's sleepy today.
I like the idea about chatting about games too. I think like getting some of the stuff in there. Maybe we can do like what you did on that one video that got a lot of views, where you segmented it out on the different portions and put the keywords in. I think that really helped a lot.
Yes, I've been doing them on all of them. It just, I think that one hit because we had the right topics.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to start going. I'm going to go through TubeBuddy, figure out some better topics.
Mm-hmm.
It's my Friday. It's Sheriff 1980. It's my Friday. I'll go silent if my boss walks in. Funcraft. All right, let's get this show on the road. As Shaun has been saying, the markets are going to go sideways for a while, and guess what they are? He sees the future. Bitcoin is sliding sideways. Cardano dumped. As I said, Cardano would dump after the hard fork, and it did. It's infamous for doing that, down 12%. I can't imagine being the president of El Salvador today. As soon as they adopt Bitcoin, what happens? They go down to 43 at the lowest. What are we at, 44 right now? And I think it's hilarious being a news guy. Fake news of Walmart adopting Litecoin caused the crypto markets to pump and dump. About 80 billion was added to the market within minutes. And then Reuters and CNBC came on and said, oops, my bad.
Oops.
We got a press release, but we should have called Walmart. We didn't. We aired it without figuring it out. So a lot of sideways action.
They just ran with a hunch, Joe. They just ran with a hunch.
Make a phone call. Take the press release, make a phone call. If it's a real press release, there's the phone call, the PR person's phone number's on it. He's waiting for a phone call. Believe me, they want to talk. They like talking to the media. So, what do you think? Wisdom, guys. That's a hilarious story to me. That's just unreal. You know how many people it has to pass to make national TV air? At least 20 people.
It's almost like saying, Reuters announcing that AT&T and Sprint are going to merge, right? Like, you would never do that without looking at some kind of source. Mm-hmm. So I take offense with the people who said, here's just another crypto scam. No, it has nothing to do with that. This is a bunch of idiot journalists.
Ignorance.
Yeah.
But of course, because it's crypto, it's a scam, right? And they would never say, "Oh, AT&T and Sprint are going to merge and then retract it 5 minutes later." But with crypto, they'll just do whatever the hell they want. So I think it just it's a little bit sad that they turned it into another scam.
I know, and yeah, it should have been some fact checking. I mean, seriously, any press release has the PR person's name and phone number on it. You call them; they're waiting by the phone to talk to the media.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think, Joe, do you think Walmart can actually put out a press release with the word like cryptocurrency in it, seeing as we got flagged and shut down 6 times trying to put out press releases?
Yeah,
I know. Well, what they probably did is a little different. They put a press release together, and I could put a press release together and send them to all the media outlets directly. You can do that directly and just hope they pick it up. That's a different what they did. They didn't put it on one of these press release services. You can call in. You can fax it to the desk. All the desks still have fax machines, or you can email all the desks. All the national desks have.
Oops.
Yeah.
That was a B.
Oh, I was wondering what's going on over there. Looking at that. What we got up here? Minecraft in the house. So what do you think about this? Oh, the fear and greed, I want to go into that, is down to, was it 44 today?
Yeah, bring that up. And then in the comments, it looks like there's a lot of strong support for your Cardano, Joe.
Oh,
load up, ADA recover. Yeah.
My problem is the people that own Cardano are a bunch of crackheads that just buy and sell it. Yes, half the people stake it, but the rest of the people are just buying and selling it every day.
Mm-hmm.
They're not holding on to it.
Arbitrage, baby. Well,
I think it's also a lot of new money that don't know what they're doing and they're freaking out. If you ever watch Charles Hoskin's videos, it's just a bunch of crackheads on there saying stuff and he's yelling at them. He's hilarious because he just yells at people and calls them idiots. I love that guy.
Trading volatility is what it's about. I mean, that's why they invented all the foreign exchange markets and and all those other things, right? Just to amplify volatility so that you can make a buck off of nothing. So people love crypto for volatility.
And to go off of that, you want volatility. A lot of people are saying that because South Korea's registration deadline for crypto exchanges could erase 2.6 billion in assets when a lot of these exchanges get pulled off the market. People don't have anywhere else to go. How could this affect the market? They're talking about 2.6 billion. I don't understand that. Exchange could erase 2.6 billion in assets, right?
Because they're going to, they're actually removing coins, right?
Yeah.
These coins are only traded on these South Korean exchanges, and so the coins themselves are going away. So I think that's what they're talking about. I don't know, 2.6 billion out of 2.6 trillion. I'm not sure that I'm really concerned about that in a very segregated market, but it's not good news, but it's what it is.
And what's the stance of the South Korean government? Why they're taking such an aggressive policy? Is it just to protect the consumer? Yeah.
It's the whole KYC thing, right? Yeah, and if all these people don't register before, was it the day before September 24th? There it is, right there, September 24th.
Yeah, it's money laundering.
Yeah, for money laundering.
I don't think anybody's advocating that people should be able to buy guns and drugs with crypto. I don't think KYC is a problem. I think the problem is the regulation around it. Often onerous. It's just very difficult, particularly in the United States, to comply with KYC. So
you don't need KYC to use the U.S. dollar, and that's how they buy drugs and guns.
Right, exactly. And that's the hypocrisy of it all, right? I can walk around with $10,000 in cash in my pocket. Nobody's gonna ask me who I am or what my driver's license. But I want to send $10,000 of crypto. I gotta tell them everything. So it's a little. Mm-hmm.
Dayless wants to know what the moon phases say about ADA today.
Oh, we should get your girl on.
I know, right? Quarter moon, Dayless. And no financial freedom for you. Yep. Sheriff 1980 would like to buy drugs and guns with crypto. Right.
No guns, just drugs.
No. Yep. Yeah, that was interesting. And I like, here's Shaun's best friend here, Gary Gensler, SEC chair, doubles down, tells crypto firms to come and talk to us. He would like you to go to him and tell him what you're doing, and almost like a czar, kind of get permission or get his blessing.
Come and kiss the ring.
Yeah, unless they qualify for exemption. Yep.
We're here. We're from the government. We're here to help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just. Yeah.
To extend that, there are securities on these trading platforms under our security laws. They have to register with the commissions unless they qualify for exemption.
You know, there's no basis in fact to say that. Just like when Nancy Pelosi goes up and says, all crypto, the majority of crypto is used for illegal activity. Like, okay, what's your source, right? Like, what this guy is just legislating from policy. It's not how the government works. I'm glad again that people are starting to fight these things. And I hope that there's some favorable judgments. What would be unfortunate, I think, I was reading some articles about this, is that if they start to go real aggressive and sue smaller projects and get a judgment just because the project can't defend itself, rather than on the merits, and then they start to set precedent, right, based on this, that's just a warning sign that they're legislating for themselves. So
yeah.
Just encourage everybody to fight like hell. Don't settle. Don't admit wrongdoing. Don't cave into this.
Yeah, legislating through the court system.
Yep. Legal bullying 101. It happens. It happens a lot.
Appeal every ruling. Fight it to trial. Gotta take it to the mat.
So, how do you think the president of El Salvador is feeling today after adopting Bitcoin, and in his first weekend, he had dropped to a 43 of low?
I'd like to joke and say, how does he feel in the doghouse? But again, I'm sure this has been in the works for a while, and arguably when it was a lot lower than 43, I'm sure these plans were put into place. So, while not ideal timing and certainly headline grabbing, I'm sure he's just fine and will ride out this momentary downturn. And then when it's back at 49 or 48 or 50, he'll be the toast of the town.
And I wonder really, what do they do with remittances, right? Because that's what this is all about. So getting the service worker that's in the United States, sending back remittances to their families. If they hold their remittances in Bitcoin, or if they spend them in Bitcoin, they really haven't lost anything. So it's only if you take that Bitcoin and immediately sell it that you're going to realize the loss. From what I've read, there is some adoption now of actually, you can go buy a loaf of bread with Bitcoin, right? Like that kind of stuff. So as long as you're transacting in the native currency, I think you're probably okay. A lot of people don't like it, obviously, right? There's like some poll that came out, 53% of the population was against it, although you have to wonder how reliable an El Salvadorian pollster is. But there is some backlash. Yeah,
it's still better than their local currency. It's much more widely accepted. People are going to want Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more around the world. It's going to help with trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Joe, this is one of those things, right? Time will tell, right? It's been, implemented for 5 minutes. Let it go through, a few economic cycles and downturns and challenges and inflation spikes and on and on and on. And then look back and judge. So I think, to be fair, needs a little time to prove out. I think history will be a good judge of this move.
Yeah. You know what? When Bitcoin is 100,000 in about 3 months, then
right. You're still holding the 3-month call, huh?
Yep.
The Oracle of Delaware. I like that.
Oracle of Delaware.
That's got a lot of road to run in 90 days, my friend.
Yep.
Dallas is asking, how in the world do you buy Bitcoin, bread with Bitcoin? Well, they have that. Was it the Lightning Network, right?
It's Lightning. It's all layer 2. It's all centralized. So it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Isn't it? It's more like using PayPal, where the government really holds the keys.
Mm-hmm.
And people are moving it around.
It's
more
not
like
non-custodial
PayPal.
wallet. Yeah, it's all custodial wallet. So it's just Bitcoin instead of US dollars. That's
Yeah. So they're not really paying those transaction fees because it's just it's like a note on it, an IOU.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Lightning garbage.
Mm-hmm.
It's, trying to look for some other. How's the game? Our resident robot Shaun? How is our game going?
Very
Shaun,
well.
Programming day and night to try to get this game going.
Yep, I was up until about 3 a.m. this morning, I guess. Got a lot of work done on the graphics and the layout. Got some really cool the UI elements to show the different features of the characters and the core combat gameplay. I spent a lot of time this afternoon documenting out all of the gameplay loops and the gameplay mechanics. There's a shared spreadsheet which is posted on the Discord, so they can take a look and sort of see what's running around in my head about how this is going to work, and definitely want to hear any community input about this. But definitely coming along. That's obviously in furtherance of building a proper timeline and some milestones, and ultimately a budget of what it's going to cost to put this thing together, which is leading to our first round of fundraising. I think we'll make some announcements pretty soon about that.
Very cool. Anybody got any questions on? I know that you can download the game and play the game. You can't do it online yet inside a browser.
Yeah, I don't think this will ever be browser capable because the graphics are too heavy. The download is already close to 10 gigabytes, so it wouldn't fit the browser very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's never going to be browser enabled. But I will be posting some binaries maybe tonight. There's a pretty heavy lift to get all of the infrastructure built. I have to create a whole bunch of servers to support the back end of the game, the databases, all the connections, and configuration. So might get to that tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Tomorrow's wide open. So I'm going to really get this hard tomorrow, and we'll definitely publish a binary tomorrow that demonstrates a lot of the core gameplay.
Yeah, it'd be great if we can do, I know we've talked about it, just live stream and show, somebody walking through the world and, doing particular tasks or challenges. I think it would be really exciting to share with the community. You think we could pull that off?
Yeah, for sure. We can just do a share screen, but we'll have to do that for the marketing videos anyway. For
right.
We'll have to do some kind of teaser video, 2-minute teaser video that shows a lot of different cameras flying through scenes and stuff like that. So, yeah. Which Unreal Engine is very good at allowing you to produce those things.
Cool. Yeah, that's exciting.
We do have a preliminarily announce a new exchange. I was referred blockchain. John had sent me a referral yesterday evening, and so I contacted them. It's a small exchange. They have some pretty light volume. They only do like boutique altcoins, which is basically us. And very, very nice people to work with. Looks like we might be doing some testing tomorrow and be able to set up some liquidity in the next couple of days.
That's exciting. That really is exciting. Where they're based?
Germany.
Okay.
Yep. And we're going to trade, I believe it's 3 pairs, Bitcoin, USDT, and Raven.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Game generated by what? Both. So the game.
Let me say it out loud first. So will you need the game generated web wallet, or will you import an existing one?
Yep. So it's both. You can, when you first start up the game, it creates a wallet for you. There's a workflow where you generate some randomness, click on some buttons and move a slider around and enter a password. And then based on all that, it generates a random seed. It gives you 12 words and then stores that in an encrypted text file in the game client directory. But if you have a web wallet that you've already set up, through the web interface, you can import your private master key into this client if you wanted to have the same address. Doesn't really matter. It's just would be another address. But this is, like we said before, it's a real mainnet address. You can mine to it. You can trade in and out of it. You could send it from Safe Trade in. You can swap it to the BEP20. It's a fully functional wallet inside the game client. So for intents and purposes, you really shouldn't need to use the web wallet to create something and then import it. You would just use the game client and the address that's generated for you there.
Yeah, Daedalus Raven to Dynamo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
Yep.
Very cool. I think we're all dragging today.
We'll have to do some promotion around those new pairs once we get that up and running.
Definitely.
I'm just thinking about using the CoinGecko marketing campaign as to promote the two exchanges.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to do a whole show where we're playing the game in the background.
Mm-hmm.
See how much you can make in one game or one day. We have a contest. Make the most.
I just want to beat Joe on a live stream. That's all I want to do. I don't.
Yep. You and your was it? I
Necromancer. Don't forget, Joe. Don't forget.
Never. Yep. Still can't say it correctly.
One of the first three characters is the Necromancer, so we'll be available in the first version. Documented it all in the spreadsheet, actually, all the abilities and everything.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up the spreadsheet. I don't know if we'll be able to see it very well on here. I made a spreadsheet of a lot of the kind of the rules of the game and everything and how it's going to work.
Yep. So it's game mechanics, which is a lot of the the design of balancing and those kinds of things.
The moment it will be possible for us to buy the game, assets will be another important to us. Yep.
Well, this release that I'm talking about allows you to buy land plots. That's part of the core functionality is sending Dynamo using the game client, signing the transaction, and then waiting for the confirmations on the blockchain and validating the transaction, and then actually giving you your purchase. All of that will be in the release.
I might have to take everybody out of the chat window so we can see.
Yeah,
definitely.
Better way to see it. So I'll let you take it away, Shaun. So this is the game mechanics of the Dynamo.
Yeah. So the first page is this summary of all the different groups of mechanics, and then there's a bunch of tabs down at the bottom where I've started to detail out, like what the equipment is, what the potions are, what the actual things are. So this is more of like a general direction and what the overall mechanics will be, like what how combat works, what the components of the land are, how the characters work, but not any specific details. Then, like in the characters tab, you'll see that I've detailed out like the first three characters and what their actual statistics are and what their spells are and stuff like that. So the first page is an overview. It tells all the different mechanics and game loops that will be in the game. Yeah.
And then,
maybe like click on the characters tab or something like that, or I haven't done all the tabs yet, but down at the bottom, if you click on one of the tabs, you'll see where I've put some more details. Is it coming up?
no.
At the very bottom, you should see some tabs.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. At the bottom, like a spreadsheet. Let me see.
Yeah, just like an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. Let me get down here. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yep. So some of the ideas, like there's land tiers, as we've talked about, where you can upgrade your land. So the first land is free. It's the starter land. It'll have like 2 spots where you can put buildings, and it'll have 2 points. And what I thought of was you'll have the ability to upgrade buildings. So you can buy, like, say, a house and a forge. And in the forge, you can create different things like swords and armor and whatever. And certain weapon levels or certain recipes or whatever would require higher level ones. So you can put the building points into buildings. So when you get to tier 1, for example, you have 3 spots and you'll have 3 points. And so you can take all 3 points and put it into one building if you want to have a level 3 house or a level 3 forge or whatever, all those different kinds. So there's a lot of flexibility here in how you can build your plots and upgrade your land.
Cool. And then the characters.
Yep. So these are the first 3 characters. The names I just took off of Mixamo, which was the names of the models. I'm probably subject to change. And then I made them. There's a bunch of games out there that have sort of channels where the characters only wield a specific weapon. So it's kind of like, this is a sword wielding character, this is a bow wielding character, this is a staff wielding character. And so I took that mechanic. I thought that was an interesting thing because it forces you to make some choices about what kind of crafting you want to do and then how you want to upgrade characters. It sort of makes you have to strategize about where to allocate your time to upgrade different things. And then there's some hit points and mana. These are just random numbers that I've thrown out to start with. And then a couple of abilities. And then what we'll have out to the right there is as you level the character up, they will get more abilities. So the sword rush could be done 2 times every 3rd turn or something like that. You'll get, so the higher the level of your character, the more powerful they become. And that becomes part of that whole progression loop that keeps people playing and makes it harder and makes it more of a grind game loop. That makes people keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And then down at the bottom, I just put some descriptions of some of the abilities and what the mana costs were. This is what I'm going to build into the demo game that I'm going to release, so people will actually be able to do these things in the demo game.
Okay. Then what are we at the next? The potions and food.
Yeah, I just did some sample things here. Part of my thought is that when you pick your land plots, one of the kinds of plots is like a farm plot where you can plant food or you can plant trees. So you can grow wheat or you can grow carrots or apples or whatever and all that kind of stuff. And then over time those things yield something that you go harvest, all in the game, all in this 3D environment. So you walk over to the wheat field and you go pick all the wheat off, and then you bring it over to your inn, and then you make bread in the oven or whatever it is. So there's this kind of Minecrafty game loop into it where you do crafting, and none of those things yield rewards directly, but they build up to being ready to take on a fight.
I was the comment up here. Yeah, Davis Necro.
We need a paleo diet.
Yeah, I like that. Today's discerning necromancer only eats keto.
Yeah.
And then I guess you're still finishing that the materials.
Yep, materials I'm going to probably do towards the end after I figured out all the different components. And again, I just did some placeholder things of just ideas about what these things could be. So if you just equip the base sword or whatever, it's one X damage. But if you spend the time to go mine some more and chop some wood, and you get a forge, then you can create a one-handed sword, which then does 120% damage or whatever. So all of those ideas, like again, just these kind of crafting loops that give people a reason to be in the game and to be engaged and continue to play.
And there's the last page. So, all right. Well, that's what's going
Yeah,
on so far.
That's exciting. That really, really is exciting stuff.
I almost need to name the game something with Necro in it.
Yeah. No. We need a working title. I don't think that's going to be it, but
it's too popular of a name now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll shut that down. Anybody got any questions for Shaun or Keith? If you ask me something, I'll make it up.
yeah, I was going to say, or Joe.
Quiet day today.
Tis a Monday.
Yes. Sideways market. Still working. The kids are going back to school, so Shaun's got to deal with kids and programming all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping to see some action next week after we get through this hump. I'm pretty sure it's either going to go up or down.
I have my money on up.
Did you see there was I got to find it before I say the name of it, but there is a blockchain that's creating where you can put your picture on there and it'll make your own character that's going to go into any game, and it'll be programmable for any game. Yeah. And you can put your image and everything and it'll somehow creates it. They're working on a program that does that.
Someone would definitely need to be the bouncer on that, right? Like, you're gonna have to look at every single image that's uploaded, because I could imagine pretty significant abuse on something.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very intensive.
But you can use anybody. Yeah. You can. Yep.
Well, or anything, right?
Yes. Anything.
Yeah.
Very true.
Hold on, we have breaking news. Breaking news, Joe.
There you go. Sources close to Shaun say he's having a pizza party for the Diners Club cardholders.
Anybody wants to come to Delaware?
Open 300 wallets and he'll have a pizza party for you.
Love it.
We're 30 minutes in. We're all dragging today. Keith and I at his warehouse unloaded 36,000 pounds alone off a truck.
Good times. Good times. You haven't lived, people. You have not lived until you unload a ocean container.
Mm-hmm.
It was a giant container from China. Yep.
I got to go move my warehouse at some point. I got to be out by the 15th. So.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to go on Sunday or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. Yeah, some personal things. So.
Where are you gonna move it to?
Right.
New top secret location, or?
Yeah, my garage.
Oh, you have enough
Nice.
power to do that?
Yeah, it's supposed to have a six-car garage. Yeah.
Well, I'm just as everybody doesn't know, like how many he has it in a warehouse because of how many, graphics cards you have in there.
You got about 10 pallets left or something like that. So. But it's it's just moving on my trailer in the back of my SUV. So. I don't know. Pay somebody to move it, maybe. Yep.
Yes, 6-car garage.
Yep, full of boxes. No cars in it.
Just a storage facility.
The cars are outside in the driveway.
Yeah, all in the driveway. No, I sold my Lambo. It's a piece of crap. Won't buy a Lambo.
They're cool to say you have, and then like Keith has a Tesla, but he drives the soccer mom car.
Mm-hmm.
Better.
Much more calm, right?
Yep. And you just don't care. Yeah. Hit it. Don't hit it. I don't care.
At that point in your life where you're like,
yeah.
I'm not a car guy. I know we're supposed to be in crypto. You're supposed to go for the Lambo. No, I
already did that.
I'm happy with my Ford.
Yep.
So true.
Yep. All right.
Oh, boyses.
3 Rolex. No. Oh, 3 rotor RX-7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think the 3 of us need to go take a nap.
Yep.
We will see
Shaun needs to get coffee and then go program.
Yep.
Coffee and do some programming. Yep.
Yep. You need like an audience cheering you on.
Programming is like watching paint dry. Somebody said, you should live stream this. I'm like, dude, you'd fall asleep in 5 minutes. It's really,
Nice.
yeah.
All right. Later, everyone. Sheriff is right.
Yep.
Guys, bye.